Hello, Tim the Pool Man again. Now I'm going to show you how to change a chlorinator lid O-ring. This particular chlorinator is a Hayward CL200. Whenever you get leaks coming from the top, or maybe even coming from the top up here, you got to change the O-ring. So basically, you want to turn the system off. I actually have it in backwash so the water's not running through it. And do not let kids do this because they could get hurt. But like I said in previous, when you take this lid off, the gases will knock you out. So once you get to this point where you can lift it off, turn your head, hold your breath. All the gases come out, now you got the lid. So now we're going to change the O-ring inside of it. Walking to the van and getting my tools. Alright, let me see if I can set this up so you can see what I'm doing. Okay, so got the lid here. You want to pop this tab off the top. This usually comes right off. You can use a flathead screwdriver. See the inside. There's the inside here. You can see the red, that O-ring, that red. You shouldn't be able to see it that well. It's been smashed. You can see it tore up right down in there. You might be able to see it on the video. So what you want is a 3/4 inch socket. You put that on that nut right there. You want to hold the inside because when you turn the nut, it's going to turn the whole thing. So you want to hold that from spinning. Take that nut off. It's usually pretty easy. Or you can hold the nut and spin the bottom, either or. But the O-ring's so tore up, I'll have to use the nut. Careful, there should be a washer in there. There's no washer in this one, so I'm going to have to get them one at a later date. Here's the other washer. There'll be 2 of these white washers. One goes on top of this. Then when you stick it in, another one goes on top of that before you put that nut back on. So, and keep in mind too, that washer only goes on one way. It has a keyway on it right here. And there's a slot for that keyway to go on to it right there. So, see how tore up that O-ring is? That's why I had to use blue channel locks to get that thing off. Okay, so basically, take the old one off, get the new one. And what I like to use is a little bit of, it's called magic lube. You want to just put a dab, just a little bit on it, make this O-ring shiny. So, see, magic lube. You don't need a whole bunch, you just need a very little bit. Just enough to make it shiny. That little bit should be good. Okay? So, take your new one, put it back on in the slot there. You can see the slot for the O-ring right there. Put it back in, like so. Always check, make sure you got your first washer there. Slid on the right way. Put it on. Then this is the part where you'd put the other washer in, but they don't have it. I'm going to have to get it for them at a later date. Put this on. I usually just get it a little bit snug. Put this on. And really, you don't even need the ratchet. You just need the socket just to get a hold of that bolt because you don't really want it super tight. Once it gets tight, you just do one little notch right there. And yes, this does spin when it's tight. That does spin still. You can put this tab back on. It's no big deal if you don't have one on the top there. No big deal. But they do, so I'll just put it back on for them. And then you put the lid back on. Put the lid back